So, I wanted to tell you about a cool little add-on for Google Documents that allows you to type up math in a really neat way. Um, if you haven't already installed it, open up a Google Doc of any kind and go to Add-ons. And if you already have Gmath installed, fantastic. But if not, go to Get Add-ons and search for Gmath. And it'll pop up there, and you can add it for free. I think, yeah, I'm sure. I didn't pay for it or anything like that. So, anyhow, if you have that installed, then go and create a math expression. If you have them already and you want to edit them, you still want to do the same thing. Bring this window up along the side, and if you know LaTeX, you can type it in automatically. That's the code that underlines each of these different things. I had learned that a little bit from trying to use that with Pages. And so if I wanted to type in something like the square root of a fraction, you could type that sort of thing, and you can see underneath there that you get a nice little preview of what it looks like. But what's kind of extra neat, I think, about using Gmath is that you don't need to know LaTeX to be able to write with LaTeX and insert those into your documents. If you simply go up here in the basic math expressions, and if you wanted to write a fraction, for instance, if you just write 3 and then the little backslash, like you were going to divide something, it'll turn it into 3/4 like that. If you some of the fancier things like square roots, you do need to remember a little bit, like a backslash SQRT will create a square root symbol, and then you can put things in there and so forth. So it's kind of a nice little compromise between knowing a little bit of LaTeX and also just writing naturally. There's also the option apparently to speak into things. I have tried that a little bit, and as well as any speech to text, it doesn't seem to work all that great every time, but I've had some success with it. So anyway, I had a few changes I needed to make to an old exam. Some of these things had gotten messed up. The parentheses, for instance, didn't look very good, so I'm going to change this one a moment and just show you how that works. I'm going to click on this old thing and insert it, and I'm going to click on this old thing and hit edit from document. And if this had been a valid code before, the code would automatically be up here. I'll show you that in a moment. But since it didn't recognize this from, I don't know, from long time ago, I'll have to type this one in from scratch. So this is log base 3. To get lowered stuff, you do a underscore. So and then I'm going to put some parentheses. Oops, log base 3. The over key kind of gets you out of the subscript, out of the base, and then you can push parentheses and do, what was it, 2x minus 1, and then an over and equals 2, and that looks the way I want it to down here. And so I'm going to hit insert, and it will take that code. Didn't quite put it where I wanted it to, but that's okay. I can drag this and put it over here like I wanted to. So it's that easy to change or to insert an equation. I think what seals the deal for me that I'm going to use Gmath and Google Docs, I think most of the time in the future when I type up my math documents, is how easy it is to edit something after the fact. In many of the other things and the other programs I've used, if you needed to edit something later, you basically had to start all over again. But not so in Gmath. All that stuff's all stored there. And let me find one I did earlier. Is this one I did earlier? Here's one I changed earlier. And so if I want to change this thing again, I don't want it to be f of x equals x plus 9. I want it to be x plus 10. I can simply edit it from the document. It'll bring that code back up in here, and then I can change it to 10 and insert it back in again. And just like that, that thing got changed. That's way easier than it was in Pages or in Word, where you often had to start from scratch. So, anyway, I just thought that was really cool, relatively easy to use. I would encourage you guys to give it a shot if you've never done it before. By the way, you can also do graphs with GMath. I don't like them quite as much. I don't think they look quite as nice as the things that I usually make with either GeoGebra or with Desmos, and I cut and paste the pictures in here, but I haven't played around with it a lot either, so I may learn to like that a little bit more too. So anyway, give it a shot and see if it works for you. Thanks for watching.